Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got a really interesting topic for you. Kurt Russell, the legendary actor known for his roles in hit movies like Escape from New York, The Thing, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, has been a major part of Hollywood for decades. But recently, people have been asking what happened to Kurt Russell? Where has he been? Why isn't he in the spotlight as much as before? Well, stay tuned, because we're diving into everything that's been going on with Kurt Russell, and trust me, you'll want to watch until the end. Kurt Russell has had one of the most impressive careers in Hollywood. From his early days as a Disney child star to becoming one of the most respected action movie heroes, Kurt has done it all. But over the past few years, he's kept a relatively low profile. So what's going on with him? Why isn't he in the news every other week like some of his peers? Let's start with the basics. Kurt Russell, born in 1951, started his acting career when he was just a kid. He landed his first role with Disney at the age of 11 and quickly rose to fame. By the 1970s, he was already a household name thanks to his work in movies like The Computer Wore Tennis, Shoes, and The Strongest Man in the World. But it wasn't until the 1980s that Kurt really hit his stride, thanks to iconic roles in films like Escape from New York, Big Trouble in Little China, and The Thing. These roles cemented his status as one of the go-to action stars of the era. But while Kurt was making waves in Hollywood, something else was happening behind the scenes. He was building a family with actress Goldie Hawn. The two have been together for decades, and they are one of Hollywood's most beloved couples. Despite their high-profile relationship, they've managed to keep a relatively low-key lifestyle, away from the constant media attention that often surrounds celebrity couples. And it's clear that Kurt and Goldie prioritize their privacy and family life over the spotlight. Fast forward to the 2000s, and Kurt Russell was still a major force in Hollywood. He took on roles in big films like Fast and Furious 7 and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, proving that he still had a strong presence in the industry. But after these big hits, Kurt seemed to step back from the limelight. Fans started asking, what happened to him? Why isn't he acting as much as before? Well, the answer is simpler than you might think. Kurt Russell, it seems, has just decided to slow down. After decades of nonstop work in the film industry, he's choosing to focus on other things, like his family and his personal life. He's been quoted in interviews saying that he's never been one to chase fame, and he doesn't feel the need to constantly be in the public eye. In fact, he's mentioned that the idea of working less is something he really enjoys. So, it's not that Kurt Russell has disappeared, it's just that he's been choosing his projects more carefully. He's no longer the actor who takes every role that comes his way. Instead, he's focused on quality over quantity. When he does take on a role, it's one that excites him or challenges him in new ways. But that doesn't mean he's completely left Hollywood. Kurt has been involved in some pretty exciting projects in recent years. For example, he starred in the hit Netflix movie The Christmas Chronicles alongside his longtime partner Goldie Hawn. The film was a huge success, and Kurt's portrayal of Santa Claus even became a fan favorite. The success of The Christmas Chronicles proved that Kurt Russell still has the star power to lead a major film. Even after all these years, another reason for Kurt's lower profile could be his focus on his family life. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn have been together for over 40 years, and their relationship is a rare example of Hollywood longevity. The couple has always kept a low profile when it comes to their personal life, and they've raised their children away from the public eye as much as possible. Their children, including actors Wyatt Russell and Kate Hudson, have also stepped into the spotlight. But Kurt and Goldie have always prioritized family time over chasing fame. Kurt's decision to step back from the public eye also allows him to pursue other passions. He's known to be an avid outdoorsman, and he spends a lot of his free time enjoying nature and hiking. He's even a fan of flying planes and has a pilot's license, which is something that he's been passionate about for years. Kurt Russell isn't just a Hollywood icon. He's a man who enjoys a quiet, fulfilling life away from the constant hustle of the entertainment industry. Now, let's talk about the big question that everyone's been asking. Will Kurt Russell ever return to acting in a major way? Well, he's certainly slowed down. It's clear that he's not completely done with acting. As we mentioned, he recently appeared in The Christmas Chronicles, and there's always the possibility that he could return to the big screen for the right project. In fact, many fans are hoping that he'll reprise his role as Santa Claus in a sequel. But for now, it looks like Kurt Russell is happy taking a step back and enjoying life on his own terms. Kurt has also mentioned that he's not worried about his legacy. He knows he's made his mark in Hollywood and that his fans appreciate the roles he's played over the years. He's content with his achievements and doesn't feel the need to constantly prove himself. This is the mindset of someone who's been there, done that, and is now enjoying the rewards of a career. Well, dash live dot. So what happened to Kurt Russell? The simple answer is that he's just living life on his own terms. It's not gone, not retired, and certainly not forgotten. Kurt Russell is just enjoying his well-earned time away from the spotlight, spending time with his family and pursuing his passions. He's still a beloved figure in Hollywood, and fans will always be excited to see him whenever he decides to return to the big screen. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed hearing about Kurt Russell's journey, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And as always, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Kurt Russell should come back to Hollywood full-time? Or do you think he's doing the right thing by stepping back? Let us know. See you in the next video.